Okay, so the other thing around uh, domestic cricket in Sweden, we are looking at developing our ICC training program for our coaches. We have identified obviously the need for coaches and umpires within our structure. There is a clear pathway there for our umpires and coaches to go through right up to sort of level three if you wanted to do it. The ICC Foundation coach is free there. There's a link at the top over there, which will take you to that, and you can do that in your own time. Both it's actually open to female and males, so you can do that. One of the goals that a couple of goals that we've set in the next 3 years is to have 10 female coaches, at level one. So we want to get our coaches qualified and up the ladder, and you can quite clearly see our KPIs that I've put in place to sort of make sure that we have got some progressive coaches working in Sweden. So again, level two coaches, female coaches, we were looking at 5 coaches, and then hopefully trying to get 2 female coaches on the level 3 program. And in terms of mentorship, through myself and 1 or 2 other level 4 coaches, happy to sort of mentor both from a male perspective and a female perspective. Some of my close friends who are happy to do that from a female background, who are progressive in county cricket across England, are happy to sort of mentor some of the girls through their coaching structure. So that's an area that we want to get more coaches, giving them an opportunity to progress into the coaching field. And so I would strongly urge, if there's some listeners out here, or if you know somebody who's either coming to the end of retirement of playing, or wants to take up a new profession, or has the urge or the passion to be a coach and wants to give it a go, please, at the end of this, please get in touch. We are looking for, future tutors. So you might be a teacher, or you might have really good communication skills and want to use them in a different environment. We are looking for tutors. We are looking for umpires to get involved. We're looking for scorers, volunteers, and probably the other area that we haven't really touched on in female cricket is physios and medical staff. So as a profession, you might be a physio. If you know somebody who is, please, ask them to get in touch. We are looking to support our national and regional teams with the right qualified individuals. And it would be good to hear from set individuals. In terms of coach development, we are looking, one of the areas that I've put into place for next year is trying to get more female coaches involved in our youth cricket, but from a mixed environment, but also from a regional cricket development squads, and also our national teams, to get more coaches involved, to give them an opportunity to shadow in our environment, but also learn some of the skills on the job as the time goes on. And we are always looking for supporting help to come and help our coaching program. So the next slide is, some of you girls might recognize some of the pictures. Women's cricket is definitely a reality, and it can be a reality in Sweden. It can be a leading force in Sweden if we implement a couple of the activities which we've highlighted here. In terms of our strategy, what we want to do is get more females playing in schools and have better activations. And there might be a school near you. You might want to volunteer into the coaching program. There might be an opportunity for you to revisit some of your old schools and go and help out if you're a player, to try and upskill or encourage more females or junior kids in schools to go and play cricket. We want to increase the number of clubs that have a women's section, and we want to make sure that it's progressive but also inclusive in terms of trying to set that up. And there is some funding support around that, but there are also some club development opportunities around that as well. We want to get more successful women playing and understanding the requirements from a coaching perspective, and I've just outlined the opportunities to get involved in that. And we want to provide challenge and support for our cricket, but most importantly, across our pathway. And that's got to get better as time goes on. I remember being involved in Chancerside in England maybe about 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and women's cricket was just starting to flourish. and 15 years later is one of the leading forces across the world, with multiple different format crickets happening, and the national structure is excellent. So there's nothing stopping Sweden aspiring to be anything like that. So it can definitely develop into a strong section. We want to get more female coaches qualified and administrators involved in the game. We want to have more tutors who can deliver our coaching programs, if it is to a female only, or get involved in our cross tutor program for the male delivery as well. We want to have excellent visibility, build a brand association for women's cricket, and we want to be a leading force across our neighbouring countries in terms of, and Europe, in terms of developing a hard structure which allows us to be at the forefront of women's cricket. So, and probably the last one is have a better acceptance around the culture and the requirements of the game. So it is a reality. It can be a huge success if more of this is done. But there are challenges currently with that. There's a lot of opportunities to make that quicker and better, more successful. And hopefully over the next 3 years, we will have an opportunity to put the milestones in place with some of the infrastructure that we're trying to create.